Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, so my brother-in-law Joe and I have been building online brands and social channels for years. Together, we grew Acorn Land Labs to over 2 million followers. And in 2024, we took over the Bennett family of companies' social media and increased their views by over 100,000%. After seeing that success, we decided to launch our own content channel and built it into a highly profitable business within its first year. At this point, we have a solid system for coming up with ideas, scripting them, filming, editing, and publishing consistently.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
We have a rare opportunity to start a new AI company, and we already have multiple investors ready to fund it after seeing our success with the channel. At this time, the channel has grown so much that privacy has become a concern. Our hosts are family, and the spotlight has gotten bigger than we expected. We're at a place where we need to choose between scaling the channel with sponsors, merch, and more, or taking the leap into the AI space at the perfect moment. Selling the channel allows us to move forward and fully focus on the new startup while also toning down the privacy concerns. The content with our family can remain, but changing the host to new individuals will naturally help new viewers get familiar with new faces. We want to sell the channel so we can have cash on hand for living expenses. During the next 12 to 18 months, since most of the investment funds will be for new hires and ad spend.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
We use ChatGPT to help generate general video concepts. Then we refine those ideas so they flow well. We handle scripting, filming, and giving the editor everything needed to cut the video. We approve edits, choose thumbnails, and schedule uploads. The whole workflow is very streamlined and predictable now. A 1 to 2 person team can comfortably run everything on a part-time basis.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
The channel hasn't even touched sponsorships or merch yet, so those would be the first places we'd expand. Because it's family-friendly and evergreen, there's a lot of opportunity for brand deals. We would also develop product tie-ins for recurring monthly revenue with companies like Disney, Hasbro, and other ones like that.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
The main risk is the same thing every YouTube channel faces: algorithm changes. The good news is that this channel isn't tied to any particular host. People click for the content, not the face, which reduces the risk significantly. As long as the content stays consistent, the performance should stay stable. 99% of the content is Disney-based, and we don't see the Disney brand going anywhere for decades. We do ask, out of respect for our family who appears in prior videos, that whoever takes it over continues to keep it politically neutral and family-friendly. Moving the channel in a direction that isn't family-friendly will confuse the audience the algorithm has already found and would hurt the new owner of this channel more than anyone. If the plan is to take the channel in a direction that is not family-friendly, we will ask that all prior videos be made unlisted. That would remove your backlog of revenue-producing content, so that is something a buyer should be aware of. This request will be reflected in the contract, so please review it carefully. To clarify, all our content can stay on the channel as long as the new owner ensures the new content stays family-friendly.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
We are willing to support the buyer for 5 weeks after the sale. That includes helping with scripting, filming, editing direction, thumbnail creation, and the overall process. We'll also meet with your team over Zoom or online and walk them through everything step by step to make the transition easy as much as needed for the next 5 weeks.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
We are only open to a lump sum payout. Since we're transitioning into a new startup with investors involved, it's important for us to have clean timelines and clear financials.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
If I were in the business of buying channels, I would see all the merit in owning this one. And honestly, it has been a hard choice to sell because we know what we have here. It's evergreen, family-friendly, not dependent on a specific host, and extremely low cost to run. It made over 6 figures in its first year of monetization, which is extremely rare, far more than creators like Mr. Beast, Dude Perfect, or Casey Neistat made in their first year. We've outpaced them at the starting line. There's also a ton of upsides we haven't touched. Sponsors, merch, product lines, more uploads, and using other social platforms and shorts to drive millions more viewers to the channel. All in all, it's a wonderful channel. It's meant a lot to us, and we hope you give it the same care and dedication we did. My brother-in-law and I are ready for our next big step in our entrepreneurial careers, and we're excited to help the new owners of this channel to have a smooth, successful transition.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.